The next two questions go further than the chain rule, right? So C has both a chain and a product. We can see there are two different functions being multiplied together, f of x, and g of x has not just an x inside of it, but a 2x. So that's what we're going to have to deal with when we take the derivative of p of x. So if we want to move slowly, as always, let's just go ahead and write this out as a product rule, with our product rule as we use it in class. So f prime of x, derivative of the first times the second. Y'all decided on this order, not me. Plus the first times the derivative of the second. So here's where I'm going to be a little bit slower and show that chain rule. Boom. Cool. So this first step is just straight up product. Got to make sure my notes are cute for anyone who just looks at the solution key. Come on, you can write. There we go. And let me go ahead and highlight these things in their colors. Pretty. All right. Okay, so now let's go one step further. We need to take the derivative of that g of 2x, which we need to recognize is a chain. I could see an easy mistake made there. I don't remember what mistakes my students made last semester, but this would be g prime of 2 of x times the derivative of 2x, which is just 2. So there we have that last piece. So I'm not, I won't rewrite the whole thing because I want to be mindful of how much space I have. So if we're finding p prime of 1, this is going to be f prime of 1 times g of 2, right? 2 times 1 is just 2. Plus, oh, did I put a prime on that and no one yelled at me? I'm sure you were all yelling at the screen. I said it right, and then I just wrote the wrong thing. This is how I roll. All right, so then we have f of 1 times g prime of 2 times 2. Right, so now we have a bunch of stuff to go find on our graph. We need to go figure out what f prime of 1 and f of 1 are. So let's do that first. 1, we can see here, f of 1 is equal to 2, our function at 1. X is equal to 1 is equal to 2, so we can replace that. The slope of this, the same slope we dealt with before, it's still that slope of -1, right? So f prime of 1 is equal to -1. Cute. Now let's come over to our g. Ooh, that's not the right one. G of 2, well, that's here. And we can see g of 2 is equal to 1, where g prime of 2 is still -2, right? Is this the one we dealt with before? Maybe. I have no idea. It's on a whole other screen. I'm not going to go back and look at it. So g of 2 is equal to 1. G prime of 2 is equal to -2. And we have a times 2. So let's bring everything else down. So it looks like we're going to have -1 minus 8, which is -9, barring any simple algebra mistakes. So there we go. The next one, D, is just a straight product rule. Let's go ahead. We'll highlight them both. So as we go, we can write this out. So first thing we'd want to do is just write out our quotient rule. So low D high minus high D low. Come on. All over low low. Or square the bottom and away we go. I should really just choose one and stick with it, but that's not like me. So let's go ahead and highlight these. Low D high minus high D low all over low low. Okay, so if we want to replace this with 0, we're looking at the derivative at 0 is equal to g of 0 times f prime of 0 minus f of 0 times g prime of 0 all over g of 0 squared. All right, so let's just go ahead and plug these in like as is. I'm out of space, so let's do this thing. What color haven't I used yet? I haven't used yellow. So let's use yellow to go look at g of 0, see what's happening there. So at 0, look at my g. There she is. G of 0 is equal to 3. But our slope at this is equal to, come on, computer really doesn't like uploading something while I make a video. Our slope is 0. This is a horizontal line. Horizontal line has a slope of 0. Change in y is nothing. So we have a 0 here, 3, and 3. That's bad looking. Let's just do it here. 3. All right. And we haven't used red on our graph yet. I really should use red. It's too late. It's too late. I can't fix it now. We'll do red for F, even though I used red earlier for G. You know what? Some people should plan better. All right. And that person is me. F of 0. F of 0 is also 3. But F prime of 0 is equal to, and look, I didn't even need F of 0 because that part is 0. 0 times anything is 0. F prime of 0 is still my -1. We're still on that same line segment. So it looks like we're going to have 3 times -1 over 3 squared. So this is all equal to -3 over 9 or -1/3. So there's our final answer for D. So that's how you can deal with things that have a graph instead of the function's values, is literally just apply the rule that is working and then go find either the slope or the value of that particular graph at that particular point, that x that we are looking for.